Start with a nationwide protest for May Day, also known as International Workers' Day. This year, large rallies are planned to protest President Trump's cuts to the federal workforce and his attack on unions.
Here in San Diego, we'll see a few. We're no stranger to protests and rallies, though. Earlier this year, right before the president took office, thousands of people marched along Harbor Drive, rallying for issues like women's rights, disability advocacy, and health care.
This week, you'll also see San Diego educators and their supporters rallying outside their schools to show their support for ongoing contract negotiations with the school district. And over the past several months, we've also seen this. Healthcare workers from Kaiser, Permanente, and UC walk off the job time and again.
Today, the biggest strike planned is at UC Healthcare in Hillcrest. ABC 10 News reporter Moses Small is here to break down their demands. Moses, we see right behind you a live picture of the facility that they're going to be marching at. This is part of a statewide strike for healthcare workers.
Yeah, Mel, Jerry, good morning. More than 20,000 workers around the state will hit the picket line today, and they're protesting the UC system's hiring freeze. They're saying they're already struggling to do their jobs due to a lack of workers, and all this started back on March 19th. That's when the UC system announced it would pause all hiring across the state after the Trump administration promised to take away hundreds of millions of dollars of funding per year. Protest organizers say it's an issue that should have been negotiated with the union, calling the freeze abrupt, unilateral, and unlawful. But UC pushed back, saying a hiring freeze is their decision to make despite ongoing issues with staffing levels. This is happening while the union has been in contract negotiations since last June, asking for better pay and benefits. ABC 10 News met some workers who say they're already facing a staffing crisis, leading to mountains of work and high turnover, making it difficult to do their jobs. One counseling psychologist who works with students at UC San Diego told us not only is this leading to employee burnout, it also means patients are having to wait even longer for appointments.
Seriously deepens the staffing crisis that already exists at our UC facilities. It significantly impacts research, healthcare, student care, all of those things. Our folks are already overworked and the wait times are incredibly high.
In a recent statement, the UC system says it froze hiring out of financial necessity and continues to negotiate in good faith with the unions. The next negotiation dates are May 8th and 9th. The UC system says patients could see delays today with parking, appointments, and refilling medications. And protest organizers say 500 to 1,000 workers plan to march at the UCSD Hillcrest Medical Center at 8, then in Balboa Park at 10. In studio, Moses Small, ABC 10 News.
And not just the healthcare workers, there are several other May Day rallies happening across the county.
One of them is in El Cajon later this morning. People will demonstrate against the Trump administration's deportation efforts. This is following the situation here. This was in unincorporated El Cajon back in March. Federal agents raided San Diego powder and protective coatings. Employees were seen lined up outside, restrained in handcuffs or zip ties. The company's general manager is accused of hiring undocumented workers and letting them live inside the warehouse. ABC 10 News spoke to Mayor Bill Wells the day after the raid. He says his office was not involved and he is not aware of any other workplace raids. Today at 10:30, activists are returning back to City Hall for another rally, and then a different rally will take place at Chicano Park later on this afternoon.
Now, thousands of educators are using May Day to call on San Diego Unified for what they say are necessary changes. The union representing teachers is demanding better pay, fully staffed schools, and an end to what they call unnecessary layoffs and transfers. Meeting those demands, though, will be challenging for the district. It faces a $112 million budget deficit. Superintendent Dr. Fabi Pagula and 2 Board of Education trustees recently traveled to Washington, D.C. They talked to lawmakers there about protecting critical funding for education, money the district says it relies on. Today's union rally begins at 8 a.m. at Lincoln High School.
And to find out more details about the various May Day rallies happening today, you can head to 10news.com where we have more information on that.